First of all, news. We have some breaking news for you, and that is that Dune Part 2 is moving to March of 2024. The latest casualty of the writers and actors strike. Warner Brothers is like, you know what? We're just not even going to bother with the possibility of negotiating and coming to some sort of resolution. We're just going to kick it 7 months down the road. And what's so weird about this is that not only is it March, it is March 15th, which is the Friday after the Oscars.
Oh, wow. Okay. So they're playing some kind of weird long game. Yeah, I was going to say, let's be clear. This isn't a victim of the strikes. This is a victim of AMPTP being cheap. And
cowardly. It's like total bad faith on their part. They're not even trying.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And here, we're in this moment where theaters were struggling and theatrical exhibition was struggling, and it's like Barbenheimer happened, and all these things are suddenly like revving up people's interest. And no, let's just stop that machine again, because we don't want to pay anybody to create the things that bring people into theaters in the first place. So here we are. We've already had one sort of ripple effect from that, which is that Godzilla X Kong, I guess it's a collab they're doing, was supposed to open in March, and now it's been bumped to April of 2024. Also,
right, April 12th. So Dune Part 2 is taking that spot there. But it's just so frustrating, like, as you say, like, there's this great enthusiasm this past summer, and it's like nobody learned anything from this. And the fact that they feel like there's no end in sight for such a large extent that they have to like move things to March. That weekend after the Oscars is total doldrum time. It's a time when people are catching up with whatever won at the Academy Awards. Like that whole time there between like, festival time, Oscar catch-up time, and the beginning of summer, like late March, early April, is a dead zone.
Yeah.
So are they thinking we're going to dominate with Dune Part 2? I don't know.
Well, it's certainly not the time to launch a movie that you think is going to be an awards contender for the following year. And
Right.
the first Dune was in a lot of aspects. So I don't know why they're going to kneecap Dune 2's awards chances by, as you say, putting it in this sort of nether zone of the year. So, David Zaslav's going to David Zaslav. What are you going to do?
Yeah, although Everything Everywhere opened in March, but that is an anomaly. And I feel like it's a totally different kind of movie from Dune Part 2.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. That's a movie that, it launched at South by Southwest, and it followed its own very unique trajectory. I think the only other movie in recent memory that kicked off that early in the year was like Silence of the Lambs. But again, these are the outliers,
Yeah, well, speaking of movies you need to go see in a theater, Sunday is National Cinema Day.
Yes.
This Sunday, August 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Every movie in every format is $4. So go see movies that you need to see in a theater. Go see Oppenheimer in IMAX or Gran Turismo in IMAX. Go see Old Boy, which is out there again, which is a spectacle to behold on the big screen. So a lot of good stuff is out there. So go take advantage of that.
Go support Blue
Barbie,
Beetle.
speaking of... Yeah, Blue Beetle. That's a great call. Yeah, because last weekend we had storms in a lot of the country. Go see Blue Beetle because it's a great, fun family movie for the end of the summer. That's a great call. Barbie is now the highest grossing movie of the year domestically. It has surpassed Super Mario Brothers. Last I saw, it had made like just over $575 million. And I'm sure that number is increasing as we speak. So that is some exciting news.
Very much so. And again, I know that she's already signed to do these Narnia movies for Netflix, but I really want somebody to hand the keys to Greta Gerwig. Like, dudes who make movies that make this much money are handed their own head and get to make something big and crazy. And sometimes it pays off and sometimes it doesn't. And I want an equal opportunity for Greta Gerwig to just go nuts.
Yeah, for sure. We have trailers for movies that may come out this fall, that are still scheduled to come out this fall. Chief among them is Cat Person. Do you know about Cat Person?
I remember when the New Yorker story, right, was yes. All the rage. Yes, and I knew this was coming.
Yes, this is that.
I think I really like him.
As promised.
I'm not saying I will have sex with him, But I think you would like it.
So this premiered at Sundance this past year
Mm-hmm.
to great expectations, but kind of mixed reviews. It is based on a piece of fiction that appeared in the New Yorker in 2017, I want to say, and it went totally viral, and it created this whole conversation because it's about a woman who is in college. She has a horrible first date with this guy who is much older than her, like in his 30s, and they have sex, and it's bad. And she regrets it afterward. And that's kind of the beginning of the conversation there. And everyone had a reaction to it. Interesting cast. Amelia Jones, who was in Coda, and Nicholas Braun, who is, of course, Cousin Greg from Succession. And our friend Geraldine Viswanathan is in it.
Oh.
And it's gotten kind of mixed reviews. So that we will review that when it comes out. That is October 6th. Also, the trailer for the new John Carney movie, Flora and Son.
So, you want to learn the guitar? This is a gift you can take to your grave.
What's your problem?
I didn't know I had a problem.
You're teaching guitar online, love.
We are fans of John Carney around here, so
also
hopeful about that.
Also kind of got some mixed reviews, but I'm very curious to see it.
No, it's at like 95% on the tomato meter.
Is it? Okay, for some reason.
Yes.
I mean, okay, maybe some of those were mixed to positive reviews then. My recollection was that people were like, I mean, it's, like there wasn't the sort of outpouring of adoration that you saw like when Sing Street premiered at Sundance. Yeah. So maybe maybe my graph is skewed,
Yes, no, but we really enjoy his films. We love Once and Begin Again, and of course Sing Street. So Flora and Son, this stars Eve Hewson, daughter of Bono.
Yes, from the Nick.
I've never seen The Nick. Is that a good show?
Ooh, oh, yeah. Ben and I think, recapped it back at the old show, and it's real bloody, but it's great. Steven Soderbergh was the guy behind it.
Ah, cool. Okay. So it's about, once again, like the transformative and connective power of music. Is going to be in limited release in theaters on September 22nd and streaming on Apple TV Plus on September 29th.
Yep.
And then Foe, starring Saoirse Ronan and Paul Mescal.
Okay, well, you're wasting your time because we haven't even been on an airplane and she hated it.
I should clarify. I'm talking about you here, Junior.
Yeah.
This is sort of a sci-fi kind of romance drama. They are a married couple in the future, and he gets a chance to go off into space, and she is stuck back on Earth and is wondering what sort of life to live without him. It comes from a novel written by the same guy who wrote I'm Thinking of Ending Things.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that kind of gives me some intrigue there that I did not have before I knew that information. So, because that's challenging in terms of relationships, in terms of, morality and that kind of thing. So
Paul Mescal has lined up 7 or 8 movies with really amazing filmmakers. Like he's in the next Chloe Zhao movie. He's in the Andrew Haig movie that's about to premiere at Telluride. He's just boom, 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 boom. He is totally the it boy right now.
Yes, that comes out on October 6th on Amazon. So yes, we can have Paul Mescal's summer and or fall.
Paul Mescal. There you go.